Once upon a time, in a small village at the edge of a deep green forest, there lived a little girl who was loved by everyone. She had bright eyes, a cheerful smile, and a special red-hooded cloak that she wore every day. Because of this cloak, everyone called her Little Red Riding Hood. One sunny morning, her mother called to her from the kitchen.
Red Riding Hood, your grandmother is feeling ill. I've packed a basket of bread, butter, and honey. Please take it to her, and remember, stay on the path and don't talk to strangers.
Little Red Riding Hood nodded, hugging her mother tightly. Her small hand held the basket firmly as she stepped into the sunlight, ready for her journey. The forest was alive with whispers of leaves and chirping birds. Little Red Riding Hood skipped along the narrow path, her red cloak bright against the green of the trees. She picked a few flowers along the way, thinking how happy her grandmother would be to see them. But soon the tall trees cast long shadows, and the forest seemed quiet. Too quiet. From behind a bush, a shadow moved. A big gray wolf stepped onto the path.
Good morning, little girl. Where are you going on this fine day?
To my grandmother's house.
And where might that be?
Little Red Riding Hood remembered her mother's warning, but answered politely.
I'm going to my grandmother's house to bring her some food.
The wolf's eyes gleamed. He smiled, but it was not a kind smile. It was cunning. The wolf thought to himself, "What a perfect chance. I'll get there before her, and the little girl will never see it coming." He suggested,
Why not pick some flowers for your grandmother? There are lovely ones just over that hill.
Little Red Riding Hood's eyes sparkled. She loved flowers and forgot about the path for a moment. Meanwhile, the wolf ran silently through a hidden path in the forest. He moved quickly, with each step bringing him closer to the grandmother's house. The wolf arrived at the small cottage first. Knocking softly, he called out in a trembling voice,
It's me, Little Red Riding Hood. May I come in?
Grandmother, who was lying in bed, called, "Come closer, dear." The wolf leapt inside. In a moment he had locked the grandmother away in the wardrobe. Then he put on her clothes and climbed into her bed, pulling the covers up to hide his sharp teeth. He waited, patient and quiet. Little Red Riding Hood finally reached her grandmother's cottage. She knocked gently.
Grandmother, it's me, Red Riding Hood.
Come in, dear.
Red Riding Hood stepped inside, holding the basket of food. But something felt strange.
Grandmother, what big eyes you have.
All the better to see you with, my dear.
Grandmother, what big ears you have.
All the better to hear you with, my dear.
Grandmother, what big teeth you have.
All the better to eat you with!
The wolf leapt out of the bed, and Red Riding Hood screamed. Just as the wolf lunged forward, a strong knock came from the door. It was a huntsman who had been passing by and heard the scream. He rushed inside with his axe and swung it carefully. The wolf was startled and fled, never to trouble anyone again. Little Red Riding Hood ran to her grandmother, opening the wardrobe.
Oh, Grandmother, are you all right?
Yes, my dear, thanks to you and the brave huntsman.
Red Riding Hood realized something important that day. The forest was beautiful, but it could be dangerous. Always listen to the wisdom of those who care for you and never stray from the safe path. From that day on, Little Red Riding Hood never wandered off the path again. She still visited her grandmother, bringing flowers and treats, but she was always careful. And the villagers often whispered the story of the clever little girl in the red hood, how she was brave, kind, and wise. So remember, dear listeners, even the sweetest journeys can hide danger, but courage, love, and wisdom will always guide you safely home. And Little Red Riding Hood, she lived happily, always wearing her red cloak, a little wiser and a little braver every single day.